Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much. My name is Liam Carroll. I am a researcher with the Gradient Institute and Timaeus, and I am one of the members of the organising committee for the inaugural AI Safety Forum. Thank you all very much for being here today. I would first like to start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather today, the Gadigal people of the Eroa Nation, and pay our respects to their elders past and present. For over 60,000 years, First Nations people have been custodians of this land, caring for it and their communities. As we engage in discussions during this forum, let us reflect on their enduring legacy of stewardship and think about how we can show similar concern for future generations as we face today's challenges. Thank you all for coming this morning. It is great to see so many faces that I have been emailing with over the last month or so. And a special thanks to those that have travelled from interstate and some abroad as well to be here today. We had a lot of interest in attending this event. We really didn't know what that was going to look like when we first set out to create this, so it's been extremely exciting to see how it's come together, and I'm thrilled to see how many people are in the audience today and just the energy that's in the room. I'd now like to give just a brief overview on the forum, what lies ahead, and our intentions going into it before we get stuck into some introductory talks just after that. Firstly, I would like to thank our partners that have made this forum possible: the Gradient Institute, Timaeus, Open Philanthropy, the University of Sydney through many different guises, the Digital Sciences Initiative, the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, the Faculty of Engineering, the Sydney Knowledge Hub, and the Sydney Mathematical Research Institute. So we have been thrilled with the level of support that we have received to put this forum on, and we would like to thank these partners for helping to make it happen. Why are we here? So the first very simple answer to that question is AI, general purpose AI, frontier AI, powerful AI, however you want to describe it, is moving pretty damn fast. I think everybody in this audience understands that, and we are seeing it in many different formats. So of course there are large language models like ChatGPT, Claude, Google Gemini, Llama, etc. There are vision models and image generation models that we're seeing do pretty amazing things. And then there are AI agents that are starting to, or have for some time, been mastering complex tasks like playing chess and Go, but that's beginning to then move into the world of video games like StarCraft, and then also mastering complex tasks in real-world environments. We all understand that AI is moving at quite a rapid pace. I will leave it to Tiberio to introduce some other things going on in terms of how the capabilities are developing. So with this pace of improvement in capabilities, there has been quite a lot of momentum going into the international response. So last year, there was the Bletchley Summit in the UK, which led to the Bletchley Declaration, which was signed by 28 countries. Australia was one of those countries. And this declaration really tried to establish a shared understanding of the opportunities and the risks posed by frontier artificial intelligence. There has also been the release of the interim international scientific report on the safety of advanced AI, led by Yoshua Bengio, amongst others. And this really will serve as quite a foundational document for our purposes at the forum. I will leave it to Tiberio and other speakers to explain more on that, but this is a key framing for this event. And then we've also started to see the introduction of AI safety institutes, government-mandated AI safety institutes. They've been formed in the UK, the USA, Japan, other countries. There is real momentum in this space. And so all of that means that this moment, right now, we as an organising committee felt was the right time for Australia to get more involved in this conversation and look towards the opportunities that lie ahead in AI safety and how we can make sure that AI goes well. And so with that in mind, if I had to distill the purpose of this event into one sentence, it would be this. We hope that the AI Safety Forum can catalyse the Australian AI safety community. That is our intention for this event. As stated in the International Scientific Report, AI safety is a significant and profound challenge for the entire world. Australians are included within that. But, and I really want to emphasise this, we do have the capacity to actually do something about it. We do have agency on this problem. That is one of the key things that we would like to drive home throughout this event. There is a lot of capacity in this room. There is an extraordinary amount of talent in this room. And so on behalf of the Forum's organising committee, we are very excited to see what you do with this opportunity and what might emerge from this event. Who is here? Well, solving AI safety is not just about solving a certain mathematical equation. It's not just about writing the perfect line of code. Ensuring that powerful AI is made safe is a multifaceted problem that requires an interdisciplinary approach and requires a range of perspectives and expertise in order to make AI go well. And so we thought that it was very important that the audience in this room reflected this need. And so within the room, and you all start to meet one another as we go throughout the 2 days at morning tea and lunch, and then we have a networking event tonight and so on, you'll meet scientists and researchers, mathematicians, social scientists, computer scientists, physicists, philosophers. You will meet legal and policy experts. You will meet people from government, defence, security, digital strategy, AI policy. You will meet people from industry, banks, insurance, tech companies, telecommunications. And then you'll also meet some people here that are field builders in this space. There's a few representatives from AI safety non-profits whose missions are very attached to AI safety, and some other research institutes, etc. We also thought it was very important that the people in this room spanned different levels of experience, because there is quite a lot of emerging young talent in the room, and there's also some very experienced and established leaders in this space. And so one of the other key goals of the forum is for this kind of cross-pollination to occur. Like, we really want to see people deviating from their usual fields, not just, of course you should go and talk to the other pure math PhD over there, please do, but also go and talk to someone that works in governance that can share a perspective on this problem that you have no idea about currently. I myself am from a mathematics background, and I know very little about governance, so I'm very excited to talk to all of you in the audience who do know something about that. We really want this kind of cross-pollination to happen. So, for the program, day one today is keynote day. All of the sessions today are going to be in this room, and we are going to see a series of talks, some introductory talks in the morning, and then we have some amazing guest speakers speaking throughout the day, and then a panel discussion later in the day. Please go to this link here. I have emailed everybody this link, so you can find that in the email I sent to you last week. This is where you can find all of the up-to-date information on the program for the 2 days. Day 2 is Forum Day. So the reason we're calling this Forum Day is because it's going to be a series of different workshops, and this is where we really want to encourage very active participation and discussion from everybody in this room. Throughout the day, particularly for the keynote day, we will be using a platform called Flux to aggregate Q&A, or to aggregate questions that you have for the keynote speakers. So if you go to the program website, you will see this big link here that says click here for Q&A on Flux. When you are watching the talks and you think of a question, please go to that link, write it into Flux, and then we can all see a big list of questions, and then they can also be upvoted so that we can get a sense of what's happening in the room, and that can inform the questions that we ask the speakers. I'll also note that the introduction talks this morning won't have a Q&A attached to them, but the questions that you ask during those introduction talks, and I strongly encourage you to ask questions on Flux during those talks, they will be used to inform the panel discussion later in the day.
What's the URL for the website?
At the
actual forum.
This one here, aisafetyforum.au/program. So if you go to that link, that is where you will find the button for the Flux Q&A. And there's also some QR codes around the room. Zan has also written up the Flux URL on the whiteboards as well. Thank you for that, Zan. And yeah. So yeah, this is our program for today. As I say, go to the website, and then our program for tomorrow, which could chop and change a little bit in places, particularly with respect to rooms, but something like this is what's going to happen tomorrow.